What's going on, everybody? Josh with the Everything Paranormal Show, and I'm live, obviously, and we are going to talk about some special announcement, or two or three or who knows. I've got some announcements to make, and we'll get through everything. So hopefully all the regular folks will be here, and I'll give a minute for some people to pop in. So hi to everybody that's watching right now, and hi to everybody that's going to watch this on replay, which is where probably a majority of my views come on the show. So other than that, I hope you guys are having a great Thursday evening. I always look forward to my Thursday nights with you guys. Stacy, what's going on? What's up, buddy? I'm hoping you're going to be here. Can you see my name? No, I can't see it. It shows up as Facebook user. So I'm not sure who you are. Sorry. For some reason, if you don't do the permission thing with Facebook or whatever, the thing that you have to do for StreamYard, it doesn't show up. So unfortunately, I don't know who you are. That sucks. But hi. Probably somebody I do know. Hi. Dawn. Hey, Dawn. So, all right. So you guys are in here right now. I just want to go ahead and start getting to some stuff. So the first thing first that I really want to announce is that, guys, this is going to be the last show. So I know you might be like, what? The last show? Josh, I thought you just talked about this recently. But let me explain before you start getting mad at me and leaving. So, look, we've been doing this show for, a year and a half or so. It's been a blast. The some of you that show up, it's amazing. And we have almost a family-like connection now. So I know some of you guys really well now. We've become friends really through the show. So that's an amazing thing. And I will always cherish that, and I will always continue our relationships. I'm not leaving, okay? So before you guys get like, oh my God, just keep in mind that the show is ending as we know it. So in other words, I'm still going to be on here Thursdays, but it's going to be different. So we're probably going to start getting away from this format where I'm sitting in here doing shows, having guests on. We may still have guests. Now, I want to make clear for those of you watching also. So recently we started a thing where once a month, the last Thursdays of every month, we have a new thing called the Paranormal Council. And I still want to keep that going. Like, I still want to do the Paranormal Council. I want that to really be that I think it's a good show. I really do. I think it's great to have everybody together and have those opinions. So next Thursday, we're still planning on having that show. But as far as this style of show, I wanted to go ahead and end it, to be honest with you. I mean, as much as I love it, it's just not, we've got other things that we're evolving to. One is we've got the new series on Paraflix. We're about to release the trailer and the first episode. All of that's getting ready to happen. So we'll be doing some more filming for that. I'm excited for you guys to see the trailer. I think it's going to be amazing. We've worked really hard on it. My son's helped me. My wife, she's been so nervous. She hasn't wanted to even watch anything, but she finally got to see the final trailer, and she was pretty ecstatic about it. So that's a big compliment coming from my wife. So I'm super happy with the direction we're going, but I wanted to give you guys more content. To me, like, it's hard for me to book guests. And then I've had like 3 or 4 guests that want to come on the show, but then they never email me back, or they're not very good communicators sometimes. So it's hard to kind of have that consistency sometimes, and especially with me working a couple full-time jobs. So it's a little rough sometimes to try to maintain guests and do all that stuff on a regular basis. So with that being said, what I want to do is, of course, once a month, we want to do the Paranormal Council. Now, if you guys start watching and the views and the show starts to take off, then, maybe if the other guys want to do more episodes of those, we can do those in the future. But for sure, we're going to do those at least the once a month, hopefully. And then on Thursday nights, if you guys love meeting up and being here Thursdays around this time, and you guys want to get together in the chat and still hang out with me, we're going to start doing some live events. So in other words, instead of me sitting here boring you guys or having our little conversations here in the studio, I'm going to start doing some lives at some locations. That way you guys can still, be in the chat, and I'll be live at a location. It'll be a lot more fun, I think, for you guys to actually witness and see things happening. I think that'll be more fun to do those things. Terry Lynn's like, yeah, mommy's got a new camera. So yeah, I think we'll have like more live events. Terry Lynn may start being there for some of those on Thursdays. We're also going to try to film more content in the long run. Like I said, we're working on the show, so we're getting ready to go start filming episode 2 here shortly. We're just trying to finish polishing up episode 1 of the new series, but I can't really go into that until it's officially released, because Paraflix, they're the head people on releasing it. So I can say that one of the head, executives at Paraflix watched the trailer, and they even used the words "bravo." So that's a great compliment, especially in cinema and things like that, when you also are followed up with the words "bravo." So between my wife's compliments of it and the executive from Paraflix, I'm excited. I really hope it'll be well received with you guys. I think you guys will like it. It's just a different take on the normal. It's not the normal investigation thing that we always see. There's a different take on it. So hopefully you guys will like it. It's a unique take. So it says, where Facebook user says, where are you? I'm in my studio. I'm in my studio, not in front of Mercury. I just wanted to, I like the background. I think Mercury's pretty cool. Like ever since I did that retrograde episode, I've been leaving the Mercury background behind me. But yeah, guys, I just think that it's time for the show to end. It was great to have the guests. It's great to talk about some of these subjects, but in all honesty, there's only so much you can talk. I think most people want to actually get out there and see things and experience things. So I think it would be better served, for you guys, if I'm out there every Thursday night trying to find a live location and go live somewhere and either conduct a few experiments or walk around a creepy cemetery if we can. Now, when it starts getting dark around here, you can get kicked out of cemeteries. You can get in trouble sometimes. But, there's homes and things like that people are always talking about. So I'm excited. So I do think it's sad on one side of the coin where we are going to stop doing this type of show, because there is something intimate about us all kind of sitting here and chatting and, but you guys will still be able to participate. Sean says, hate to see it end, but understand, looking forward to the all new stuff and during the roundtable with you all yeah, exactly. I think it's not so much that we're ending something on a bad note. It's more of like, hey, this show, it was a stepping stone. You guys, we've built up this channel with this show almost to 1,000 people. So I'm proud of that. I think you guys have been amazing. You guys have been amazing support. And you really have helped me out a lot with just the therapy of talking with you all and doing these shows, making the jokes and having fun. So I just look forward to the next step, and I really, really, I'm hoping maybe by next, like I said, by the end of this week, we'll have some kind and pay attention to the social media. So if you guys are on Facebook, go to, make sure you're part of the Everything Paranormal Show. Make sure you're part of that page, because that's still going to be where we post things. We're still going to have some posts there. Now we may come up with a new Facebook to support the new show. I don't know yet. Like I said, we haven't decided all that, but I can just tell you that pay attention to the social media, because when I release the trailer soon, you guys are going to be able to see the trailer. It's awesome. I really do. The trailer came out good. It pumps me up. It makes me want to watch my own episode. So, but the episode seems to be coming out well. I'm pretty excited how the filming went. There's some pretty cool stuff that happened. I can't really talk too much about it, but there's a couple cool things that happened for sure. But I'm excited. So again, Thursdays, just remember, guys, every Thursday night, we still can meet up. It just won't necessarily be me sitting here in front of the microphone. Now, like I said, maybe every once in a while, who knows? If it's like bad weather or, whatever, sure, we might fire up the camera here. We might still do something in the studio. Maybe if I come across a guest that I really want to have on the show, or who's like, hey, man, and I'm like, hey, let's do like a live show. And, we might still do that from time to time. I just want you guys to understand that going forward, after the Paranormal Council next week, the following Thursday will be a live location. And we're going to try to stick to that as much as we can. And who knows, maybe it won't always be a live location. Maybe we'll film something on maybe Terry Lynn and I will film something on a Sunday night, and then we'll edit it, and then we'll all watch it together Thursday. We'll do a debut or something, and we'll sit here and watch the premiere. Who knows? We just want to give you guys actual field content now. Now that we've talked you all to death, and we've over talked about ghosts, we've talked about spirits, we've talked about all kinds of stuff. And there's like tons of subjects. I mean, I could bring on people that are more involved in like witchcraft and like, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of things out there. We've never really truly dived too much into aliens a whole lot. We probably could. I think we've talked about theory. We've never really dived too much into, like the history, alien history, so to speak, on Earth of, cultures and possible evidence and things like that. We've never really dove too much into those things, and so I think there's definitely subjects that will be fun that, like I said, every once in a while, like a rain day or something, maybe we'll have to, if I have a guest, bring somebody on, and maybe we'll do something every once in a while. So, but it's definitely nice. Bob, Sean, Stacy, of course, my wife, Terry Lynn, you guys have all been regulars. I see you see me. She's always been a regular. Although lately, I don't know if she's got some kind of new job here, because like the last month or so, she's always kind of squeaks in a little late. But she's always been there. I see you see me. She's been one of the first regulars that we had that I started noticing regular. Her and Bob, I think, were probably a couple of the first two that really was coming around a lot. Like I said, Sean was, I think, my second person on the show, and that was always fun. And Sean's been a part of my life, and and I do recommend too, all of these guys that you guys see me interact with. They're such good people. I really enjoy. I don't mind plugging them all the time, because Stacy, he's got his Udemy, however you want to pronounce it, and he teaches courses with, that involves remote viewing and all kinds of stuff. I mean, you got to go check it out. And he's always got sales on things. There's different prices, like sometimes it might seem a little expensive. Sometimes it'll be like really affordable, or, it's awesome, but you got to go check him out. He's very knowledgeable, really can help people out with their spirituality. And, with Sean Carter, I mean, one thing I've always loved about him is he's true to his convictions, but he's open-minded, and he has the right empathy for people, and he does seem to be genuine, and that's what I like. And I like having him around too, because he really will put out inspirational quotes, and he'll talk about some things that sometimes not your traditional preachers will talk about. So it's cool, like when his Facebook stuff, he'll pop up and he'll see me every once in a while. Like he knows I'm watching, and I'll, see a quote, and sometimes I'll even say, hey, thank you. Because sometimes it does. It, like, you'll see something and it just really hits you and really helps you in the moment. So I always like that. So definitely, if you guys, follow him, definitely he's got a lot of great stuff to offer. And Bob Fountain, Bob has, like, I met him at the Outer Realm Fest, and I didn't know at the time how far our relationship would go, as far as just, I met him. We had sat there and talked. He was over at my tent, when I was doing a book signing event, and he had also was there showing off some equipment, and he had a few team members there with his Spectral Tech. And it was really cool, and we exchanged cards and everything. And like I said, I didn't know he started showing up to my show, and I started having him on the show, and he was showing up to the show, and he ended up being on here quite a bit. So it was really awesome to meet Bob and him become a part of our life. Hey, Bob, he showed up. There he is. Either that, he was just watching and being quiet. But ditto Sean Johnson. But yeah, I mean, we're a family, and that's what I like. And that's what I'm saying. You meet people doing these things, and you start to separate the good and the bad. And like I said, I've met some other people along the way. Philip Page, he was really good. I did enjoy working with him. He's a little quirky at times. If you watch his YouTube stuff, Saving Ghosts, he's a little quirky, but at the same time, very, very smart. And he legitimately tries. He is kind of like he's similar to like a Steve Huff, but like, and I don't want that, like, that's like instantly like, ooh, but in a good way. Like, he's like, tries to be a legitimate, what Steve Huff was trying. And Huff just really fell off the bad stuff. But anyways, Philip was good. I still like him. I still like to watch his stuff. Justin Soto from Visually Creep TV. I like him. He's a good kid. I say kid. He's he's a young man, but he's a good guy. I like him. He's been really busy and starting to film a lot for Paraflix. I'm looking forward to some of his things as well. He impressed me with some of his photography and filming skills. When you watch some of his videos, he's got a pretty good eye, and he's getting better and better. When you look at the work he's starting to do with the photography and the video editing, things like that. So I think Justin's good. If you check him out, Visually Creep TV, and he's also on Paraflix, and he's doing the Missing 411, and I don't even know how to pronounce it. Shaka Gwen Forest or Shenanigans Forest. I don't know what it is. Sorry, Justin, but if you do check out his stuff on Paraflix, make sure you use my link though. Don't use his link. Use my link first, and then find him on Paraflix. And let's see. Now, I definitely want to shout out to Virginia Paranormal. Jeff at Virginia Paranormal Um, Jeff and David, like David was like when I first started, it's like, hey, I'm doing a show and I'm going to do this live show. I'm going to have guests, and and then Jeff's like, well, that's cool. And what was awesome is like Jeff didn't know me from anybody, but he was just down from the beginning. He was like, dude, I will do it for sure. But he was under contract at the time. So he was like, look, I'm under contract though. And like, I don't think he knew that it was just like a talk show. Cause even when you're under contracts, usually you can still do talk shows, but I think he might not have fully understood what I was about. Cause like I said, I hadn't done any episodes yet. So, so he let me have David and, but David was great. He was, again, young guy, relatively new, but still pretty intelligible. I really enjoyed having him on the show as my very first guest. And, so I'm really happy to have met them. And eventually you guys saw Jeff finally was able to get on the show, and it was a good show. I really enjoyed Jeff. And that's one thing I can honestly say about him is that he really is a genuine, like, you just go to anything I've ever gone to him about, which hasn't been much. He's always been like, okay, there was a case like shortly after the show, actually, there was a case that was pretty urgent, and it was literally like in between him and I, like geographically, like almost dead set in the center. And I'm like, hey, do you want to tag team this case? It's pretty serious. And he was just like, yeah, let me know. I mean, he never hesitates, and that's what I like about Jeff. I will give him, that's one thing I definitely respect about him. He has never tried to pull any, like, I'm better than anybody card or anything. Just a great guy. I can't talk enough about Jeff and Virginia Paranormal. So check him out. VAPI, VAPI, Virginia Paranormal. Go check them out. Let's see, Rich Wheeler. I don't want to live out Rich. I had him on my show when we did the alien stuff, and then also the storming the Area 51. I was on his show. But Rich is a good guy. He's health wise been struggling here lately, but overall pretty good guy. I can't say a lot about Rich when it comes to friendship wise. He's always been there for the most part for me. I can't complain. Sometimes I'm not always the greatest friend back, so because I just get so busy. It's like it's hard for me to maintain friendship sometimes, just because I'm so busy with my jobs and everything else. I try to. So those of you that are close to me, that I don't communicate a lot, but when I do, we talk. We talk and we all catch up, right? So let's see what else. But I've met so many people. We've had a couple of people from TV, with Daryl Marston and Sherry D. Benedetti. We've had we've had a lot of good times on the show. So don't get me wrong, folks. It's sad to see that I'm not exactly going to be doing this format, but we are going to be doing, like I said, we'll be out. We'll be here Thursdays. So don't stress out. Just make sure you show up. Make sure you show up. Yeah, I can't even get him to talk to about me, and I'm his wife. Honey, I haven't got to you yet. Saving the best for last. Anyways, see, this is what we're married. That's how it is, right? But and plus, you did come on my show though. But it's not just me. I mean, it's our show technically in a way, or I don't know. I don't know how to describe that. That's awkward. Thanks. But see, that's what we're always about, right? But yeah, I think, see, if I'm missing people, don't get upset. But I think we've had a good variety of guests. I don't know. We've had a good variety of guests, some interesting ones, but for the most part, I think almost everybody that's been on this show has been a pretty good guest. I think we've all learned something, or it's definitely been fascinating. So the question says, and I know you are old enough to remember, is Terry Lynn coming out at the end of the show like Clarabelle did on the last Howdy Doody show and say goodbye, kids. Right? Yeah, like Terry Lynn, she's like that elusive character that you never really see. But I mean, like she's in one of the videos. I mean, she's in the Nickerson Sneed part 1 video. She was there, so it's not like she's never been on camera. And you guys have definitely heard her. So, but yeah, I'm gonna be in the new upcoming show. But yeah, I believe episode 2 we're getting ready to film for the new series, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe she has to go. And you guys will understand more. I can't really get into that, but there are rules in the new show. That's all I can say. And so Terry said, I'll even be filming as well. I miss you, boob. I don't know. I feel sad. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the new stuff. I do. I really want to bring you guys out in the field and just experience stuff together instead of just sit here and talk about it. It's like one of those like, okay, enough talk. Let's go do it now. You know what I mean? So that's going to be the cool thing. It's just going out and getting you guys out there in the field. And I want to do like a lot of live events with you guys. I don't want it to just be filming. That's why I still want to try to keep my Thursdays where we're going to do some live locations. That way, again, you guys can actually be there when things are happening or maybe not happening or just experiencing those together, and you guys can still participate. That's the thing I always told you guys is that this show you guys can participate in. Let's see. So who else do we need to talk about? We've met a lot of people through the show. I've met a lot of people that never made it on the show. It's been pretty good. The shape was he we're trying to get him on the show. I don't know. It was like always one of those, yeah, just email me, and then you email and then it's like, I don't know if there's just miscommunication or what, but either way, I mean, I still like the shape. I like what he's doing with debunking stuff. You have the World of Mr. Gray, Rick Debunks, and the shape. The shape is probably the most fun to watch in a way, just because he's goofy like me. Let's see. Paranormal Underground magazine. Yeah, Bob brought that up. So Paranormal Underground magazine will still always be a part of the show in that sense. In fact, I probably should. I probably should send Cheryl. I probably should send Cheryl. Yeah, that was kind of tough. I probably should send Cheryl the an updated ad for the magazine, but I have been plugging them right just about every time. I may not be 100% perfect on it, but we've plugged them like every single time, just about. It's and they're great. Obviously, everybody needs to have Paranormal Underground magazine. Just tell them it's me, and you get a year for free. That's amazing. But yeah, like even in the future episodes, we'll still plug them. So as far as I'm concerned, they're always going to be around, and I'll always plug Paranormal Underground magazine as much as I can. I think they're a great magazine, so they are. I love getting their the issues, like every single. Like literally on the 1st of every month. I have to drink some water. But yeah, gotta get the gimbal out. Love it. We'll be doing more filming with the. Can't wait to use the gimbal. I didn't have the gimbal before this first episode, but this first episode, I think you guys are, like I said, you guys are going to really like it. I had a new lens, but we had to return it. And now, like, we returned it and we were going to use that money to get a different lens of the same kind of value, just a different millimeter. And, there was a little difference. But for some reason, they're being stupid on refunding the money, even though it's through Amazon. I don't know. It's weird. Normally, it's like take it there, scan, boom, refund. This time, it's being a little weird. So we're kind of caught in this weird refund limbo. So I don't really have the other lens I want to go film. It's a lens that allows more light, so it's better for low light. But with that in combination with the gimbal, I was like super stoked. Like, oh my God, this is going to come out hopefully even better in the future. But as far as future lives go, a lot of the lives will be on my cell phone. But the cool thing is with my cell phone is that I have a gimbal for my cell phone. So you guys won't have to necessarily suffer during the live streams with a bunch of shaky cam and if stuff happens, we'll have the cell phone will be on a gimbal also. So you guys will be able to get some pretty good live feeds. So when you do show up on Thursdays, you don't have to worry about taking your Dramamine. You should be all right. So Bob says, "Damn, I have been waiting for everything paranormal merchandise, but now it's too late." Well, Bob, I had merchandise and nobody bought it. So it's okay. I'm not bitter. I'm happy. My whole thing was I just wanted to do this because one, I love paranormal. And I don't love it in the way that we don't live in the house that's got skulls everywhere, and we don't live and breathe it in that sense. But I love to study. I love to research. I love to have fun. I love to entertain you guys with it. If I can go film something and at my expense sit in a dark basement by myself like I did in the NSM episodes, hey, that's cool, man. I'm going to do that for you guys. It's fun. I enjoy providing that content to you guys. I think it's a blast. I love trying to experience these things together, and maybe together we'll experience some real paranormal, and not the fake stuff. I want to be able to experience that with you guys live sometimes. But if not, we'll film it and we'll watch it together, live. We'll do like a live premiere. So, but yeah, and we got some, and again, with this new show, maybe we'll have some merchandise with that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what the rules are on merchandise. I don't know. I never really thought about that. I'll have to look at my contract. I don't remember when it comes to merchandising, but maybe we'll have some merchandising with the new show. But the new show, I don't know how often we're going to be able to do that. Like literally, I've been editing I filmed on the 23rd of May. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And I just got the trailer done, which the trailer was I waited till just recently. But the first episode, I can tell you it's probably going to be about close to an hour, and that's about all I can tell you. Other than I'm going to be probably putting some final polishes on it, some final touches on it. Hopefully tonight I can get it where, and then if I can get everything uploaded, who knows? Maybe I'll be able to post something in the next couple days saying, "Hey guys, here it is. Here's the trailer." I might even premiere the trailer on YouTube and just premiere it so you guys we can watch it together. That could be a good idea. Maybe I'll do like a premiere. So keep an eye out for your alerts. So if I go live, if I do a premiere, I'll try to give you guys enough notice, and we'll set up a premiere, and then we'll debut the trailer. What else? But that's about it. I don't really have a whole lot for you guys tonight. I'm probably not going to be a super long show. I just really wanted to make sure that just like with anything, guys, I just like to sit here and talk with you. I don't like to prepare anything. I didn't really have a script. God forbid I'm prepared for a show. You know how that goes. You know me by now. You guys know me. But I definitely want you guys to keep coming back every Thursday. Next Thursday, the Paranormal Council. So far, I think everybody's going to be there so far that I know of. And I don't know. That's about it, I think. Um, and show up every Thursday after that, because even though it won't be this style show, we'll be out in the field. So we definitely need to get those numbers up. We need to get some more viewers so we can really push things to the next step. But other than that, did you guys have any other questions or anything before I end tonight's broadcast? Like I said, it's a pretty simple broadcast tonight, just straightforward. I really enjoyed, like I said, I really enjoyed my time in this format with you guys. But the last thing I really want to say seriously is that I really do want to thank my wife, Terry Lynn, and I know that Bob might pick on her because she's not always on camera, but at the same time, I want to, you guys have to understand that she's also the driving force behind the scenes, and she really helps me out in many ways. And is she really is my best friend. She's my partner. She's my business partner in that sense, and she's my teammate, and my wife and my soulmate. So she's everything to me. So I really do appreciate her, Terry Lynn. You've been amazing for it, and I look forward to the future shows that we're going to do. And let's see. And then Terry Lynn said, "Don't count on that, Bob." Laugh out loud. This says the new show won't make you scream like a little girl and pass out, but it would be fun. But yeah, Terry Lynn said, "Don't count on that, Bob. I'm sure he'll get out in the field and get scared. I live for it." Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is like I still will probably do some game stuff every once in a while, because that wasn't something we did on Thursdays. But I may still do some of the gaming episodes, and again, if you guys have certain suggestions, I may try them. But mostly the game stuff is to keep them safe, Terry Lynn. Yeah. But we'll see. We're gonna get out there. We're gonna go out in the field and spend more time out in the field and try to do some live. But like I said, sometimes, and see, that's the thing. Like, I can't go live at say the Eaton House. I know it's been a very popular episode. I get a lot of messages about it sometimes. Like every once in a while, people will message me and ask me questions about it. But I can't go live there because it's like literally in this holler that has no signal. So I can't go live there. But, there's going to be some locations I'll be able to go live. And I said, maybe we can go to that location, film, and then debut it for you guys on Thursday. So, anyways, you guys keep showing up. This isn't like the end. It's just the end of this format and the beginning of something hopefully even more amazing. But guys, remember, hang in there, seek the truth, and we'll see you next week for the Paranormal Council. Bye.